well enough, nor did my quarterback play remotely well enough to be in position to win that game. But with 20 seconds to go, my quarterback made one great throw, and Michael Gallup made one great break on a really good corner who is now the top-paid corner in all of professional football, Jalen Ramsey. And he got a big step on him, and the throw was right on time and right on the money. Jalen Ramsey was beaten, and all they did was do your normal, predictable hand fighting. There was no clear-cut extension of Michael Gallup's right arm. He did not shove him back. But to Jalen Ramsey's credit, knowing he was beaten because he was smoked and he was going to be embarrassed on national Sunday night television on NBC, he sold it. He whiplashed his head back like he was in a car wreck. And he got away with it because the referee bought it. I don't know why. Maybe because he's looking, it's Jalen Ramsey. He can't be beaten that bad. He's the top-paid corner in football. I got to throw some yellow because he told me to throw yellow, and I subliminally reacted to throw yellow. There's nothing wrong with what either player was doing. They're doing what you can see on every other deep pass play in the National Football League. It's called hand fighting. There's no push-off. There's no full extension. You are beaten. In fact, Michael Gallup didn't even need to hand fight with him because he had him by one big, long stride. And you cannot make that call at any time in the game, but especially if you're going to decide the game, because he caught it clean. We didn't have some Green Bay situation. Was it a catch or not a catch, Dez? Dez caught it in Green Bay. Michael Gallup clearly caught it there. And the point is that he went to the ground cleanly with the football, and when I saw a yellow flag fly across the picture, I thought, surely it has to be something completely off the ball. Surely maybe CeeDee Lamb was being held in the middle of the field and the Dallas Cowboys would just decline the penalty. But no, wait a second. It's on that play?
Yes.
You're kidding me.
No.
Because at the very worst, that would almost certainly give you overtime because you got the Rams kicker of old. You got Greg the Leg Zuerlein. By the way, Greg the Leg had sort of christened himself as a Cowboy, the way most Cowboy kickers do. He had missed a 53-yard field goal that for him is like an extra point. With the leg that he's got, and he missed it way wide right. And the point is, your point about, okay, did Aldon Smith rake his hand across Jared Goff's face, whatever it is, shield, I guess he had on? Yes, he did. Should that have been an interception? No, it should not have been. The Cowboys cashed in with a field goal off that. But they had missed a field goal earlier from 53 chip shot yards away. And the point is, those things cancel themselves out. But in the end, is it fair to say that a bogus referee flag cost the Cowboys a chance to at least get to overtime? I don't know. Maybe they would have scored. They had 20 seconds left.
Really?
Who knows? They might have scored.
But where are you going to hold
a whole nother issue if you want to get into that, but I think you just agreed with me.
No.
It should not have been a flag.
I did not agree with you. I told you from the beginning it was a flag. He extended. I didn't agree with you.
Well, I think everybody's agreeing with me, so you lose on that.
It don't matter who's that. Your 5 followers on Twitter, those are the ones that's agreeing with you?
3 million and 5. Oh, those. Okay.
Skip.
How many do you have? 4.
I ain't got but like a meal. But hey, let me ask you this, Skip. You took the L. The guy extended when he didn't have to. You said he didn't have to do it.
Okay, let's go back to 11:46 left in the game. There's still a whole lot of ball game left. And the Cowboys have it 3rd and 6 down at the 14-yard line.
Correct.
And they are on a roll. They are starting to cook. They finally found some rhythm on offense. And CeeDee Lamb had just run back a punt for 20 yards that just brought the sideline up alive. And Mike McCarthy is going with the flow, going with the momentum. I have no problem with going for it on 4th down, but I have a huge problem with the play that got called on 3rd down. Here we go again. It was Minnesota last year on Sunday night, all over again. Dak's starting to warm up. You have 3 potential 1,000-yard receivers split out. You got Zeke, who's caught 3 for 31 and 1 for a touchdown. And all of a sudden, You run like a draw action play to Zeke, trying to fool him, trying to trick him, that maybe he can hit up into an emptier box, and maybe he can find something that will gash them for 7 yards. He got 3, predictably, and all of a sudden you're stuck. And now it's 4th and 3. And I think they had already decided we're going to go. We're going to run this play and that play.
Skip, I tweeted it. Okay. I tweeted that was a I'm going for it on 4th down call.
Whatever. They had already planned to do it.
Yes.
Okay. So they run shallow crosses. Yes. Everybody cutting across. Yes. And a rookie playing in his first game is going to be, I think he was primary on this play. I'm not sure about it, but it looked like he was there's supposed to be a pick play run for him. And by the way, I lost my tight end last night, Blake Jarwin. I used to call him Shannon Jarwin last night because I thought he was going to have a big breakout year. I'm not saying he'd be a Pro Bowler. I thought he was going to become a force in this attack. He knows how to run those pick plays better than Dalton Schultz does, his backup. And Blake Jarwin is now probably gone for the season with an ACL rupture on a play that was just weird where it was non-contact.
He just planted it.
He just planted and it went. It just exploded. It's almost like an Achilles injury. Okay, so now CeeDee Lamb, my guy, runs a shallow cross, and the point of this play is you don't have to run your shallow cross 3 yards deep. You're going to run for the first down because he is the best run-after-catch receiver that they have. And the throw from Dak was a touch low and a touch late. And that kid, Jordan Fuller, who's a 6th-round pick from the Ohio State, who was first-team All-Big Ten safety last year, he breaks on the ball like a madman, like a demon, and just CeeDee had to slow just a touch, and he wasn't ready, and he just gets nailed from behind. And I say advantage Rams. I say that was just a great defensive tackle.
He did a great job, Skip, because he didn't get caught up in the wash. He gave himself enough room to stand back to see it play out. And once he saw him on the shallow, he knows he's going, once he takes off inside, he knows shallow cross. So he drives on the ball. So the only thing that Shades could have done is keep pushing up, keep fighting to make him bubble even more. You want the guy to bubble even more. But once he didn't make him bubble, he was dead to right. He was dead.
He just nailed him.
He did.
And CeeDee didn't even see him coming, and he wrapped him so hard, so low around the knees, you know, where you're dead to rights. And you can argue, well, that's ball game, except there were still 11 minutes and 46 seconds left. So here's my problem with my team. Here we go again. Last year, my team was 1-7 in one-score games.
Yes.
Some of them were a little bit misleading because they would rally furiously and get it back to a one-score game, but they didn't really have a chance. But you know and I know what happened at New Orleans last year. Remember 12-10?
Yep.
Remember what happened at the Jets, 24-22? I just brought up the Minnesota game, 28-24, when they went from Dak to giving it to Zeke. And New England was 13-9. And I'm going to throw out the Chicago one. It was 31-24, but they were way behind. But Philly was 17-9.
Right.
My point is, here we go again. 1-7 last year, and this is your opportunity to go win your opener. So guess what? Dak was 15 of 18 in the first half for 187 yards. That's hot, man. And at halftime, I was tweeting like, "This is such a joy to watch." Goes Amari, Gallup, CeeDee, Amari, Gallup, and Zeke, and it looks like, here we go again. This looks like this could be the most explosive offense in football. In the second half, Dak Prescott went 10 of 21 for a grand total of 79 yards. And to your point, in the second half, they went 1 for 8 on 3rd down. How are you going to win a road game when your quarterback throws for 79 and you go 1 for 8 on 3rd down?
I thought they should have run the ball more, Skip. They were 27 for $136. They were averaging 5 yards a clip. What was Tony Pollard? Tony Pollard was doing a great job of running the ball. Even
he used to be Mike Pollard, but now he's Tony. He won your respect enough to become Tony.
Even Dak was getting out of harm's way.
He was.
Getting first down, Skip. But I think the thing what the Cowboys wanted to do, the Cowboys wanted to show, because the problem that you had with Jason is that you didn't feel he was aggressive enough. And he didn't take the chances that sometimes you got to show you have confidence in your team by going.